Hello, everyone, and welcome to Saturday's news report video. I am Patrick Valentine, and I am here to give you two videos of reports today. Now I know again it is very early in the morning, and yeah, I'm getting a bit accurate by doing things in the morning when the weather isn't as bad here in Australia, or should I say Melbourne. And hey, good work there, King Schmidt, for doing your work during that crazy thunderstorms, man. That's a pretty impressive work you did there. Anyway, let's get down to the news. Okay. You all know how I feel about this one word that I always mention in my reviews. This person is not getting... This person is not... This person. It looks like we're seeing it again. People like to complain about it happening to Rusev. Well, this time it's going to be happening to Finn Balor. Great. Very great. Very great. Finn Balor on the verge of being buried. That's cool. That's really nice. That's really nice, Vince. If you wanted to bury this guy even more, why not chuck him on 205 Live, huh? Yeah, that would be a great way to bury Finn Balor. Jeez, can you imagine people if he was put on 205 Live? I couldn't. But anyway, let's get down to it. This news report states is that Finn Balor was originally planned to schedule to take on Brock Lesnar next year in 2018 at the Royal Rumble, but now that seems to be cancelled, and Vince McMahon is on the verge of burying Finn Balor. Why is that? Why is that, Vince? Why do you want to bury Finn Balor? Where guys like Jinder Mahal can get away being caught on steroids. Well, people like Jinder Mahal didn't even have steroids. But before he had muscles, you didn't care about him until he started getting all these veins in his chest and his shoulders and his head. You know, when he started getting all these muscles all over his body, you started pushing this guy. What? So you want Finn Balor to get muscles? Is that what you want? Seriously, Vince McMahon has completely lost his mind here. Well, who's going to be blamed for the burial of Finn Balor? Not Randy Orton. Of course not. Of course not. Of course it can't be Randy Orton. Oh wait, Randy Orton did RKO him at Survivor Series. Well, there you go. There you go. People will probably bring it up then, since everybody likes to blame Randy Orton for other wrestlers being buried. Get it through your thick skulls here, guys. Vince McMahon, the CEO of the company, is the person that is burying and ruining talents. It's not a wrestler. It's not a wrestler. I explain this all the time on my SmackDown reviews, and people don't listen to me. People don't listen. They keep saying the same old shit. What can I do? What can I do? But I'm going to say this, though. I don't want Finn Balor being completely buried. I could easily picture him in the mid-card. Definitely. It seems like he's getting the Dolph Ziggler treatment, apparently. He's getting the Dolph Ziggler treatment that you know, he's gonna be the new guy. He's gonna be the new Dolph Ziggler, and you know, never get pushed to the main event. Bullshit, man. It's bullshit. He was Universal Champion for one day. And is that how you want him to remember his title reign? As a World Champion? The guy goes from being the longest reigning NXT Champion to the shortest reigning Universal Champion. So that's how you image this guy's career. That's how you image this guy's career. You're like, oh, he was the longest reigning champion in NXT. Let's have him the shortest reign on Raw. It's a damn shame. It's a damn shame. It's a damn shame. Let me guess, if Finn Balor wins Money in the Bank, you're gonna have him, cash in and lose? What has Finn Balor done wrong? I like to know that. What did Finn Balor do wrong to get this treatment? Bland? Why is he bland? Why is he bland? Vince? It's not, Vince, it's not hard to tell a wrestler to say, hey, change your gear up a bit. It's not hard to tell a wrestler to change their gear up, try and make their gears look fancy. Wrestlers I see a lot of wrestlers with fancy outfits and they don't get told off. Well, just because Finn Balor comes out in a black jacket and just black everything, is that why? It's not hard to tell the guy to say, hey, look, we'll change up your gear. Why can't you just tell him to change up his gear and make it look more creative? When he's the Demon, everything changes with him. I don't get it. I don't get why Finn Balor is on the verge of being buried. So does this mean the Demon is not going to be seen much? This is why I think WWE need to use their heads here and realize that the Demon King Finn Balor, or should I say Finn Balor in general, should not be buried. If you want him, I'm not going to be mean here, but I'm going to be honest. Finn Balor felt more mid-card to me anyway. I'm not saying I would never push him to the main event. I feel like, he could have spent a couple of years in the mid-card, winning the IC title a couple of times. And then quite possibly, then eventually he could get pushed to the main event scene. That's how I felt with Finn Balor. I felt like Finn Balor could have started, had a couple of years in the mid-card winning the Intercontinental title, had some good runs with that, and then eventually he could have gotten promoted to the main event scene, That's how I would have booked Finn Balor. But now apparently he's not going to be in the main event scene at all because he's too bland. It's a shame. It's a shame. It is a damn shame. And this is where my complaint comes in, guys. This is why I feel like this is just ridiculous. If WWE can bury guys like Shinsuke, Bobby Roode, Finn Balor, etc., why can't they do that to Asuka? Why? Why are they not doing it to Asuka? That's my question. Why are they not doing it to Asuka? They will bury anyone else. They will bury anybody else. But for whatever stupid reason, Asuka is somehow getting the pass. Look at Sasha Banks. Bloody tapping out at Survivor Series. Bayley. She's been ruined now for a few years. Would love to see Bayley turn heel. I'd love to see Bayley turn heel on Sasha Banks. At least it would give them something to do at least. If Vince McMahon can bury all these other talents, why is Asuka getting the pass? Why is she getting the free pass? I don't give a shit how good she was in NXT. I couldn't stand her in NXT. Everybody complains about long title reigns, you know? People complain about long title reigns when it comes to the main roster. CM Punk. CM Punk had a long reign. Everybody enjoyed that because everybody loved CM Punk. But the thing is that people tend to hate long title reigns. Look at Nikki Bella. 301 days. Absolutely boring. It was absolutely boring. AJ Lee's title reign was more exciting than that. Some people might disagree, but Nikki Bella's title reign was boring when she was Divas Champion. Bayley defended it, or whenever she did defend it, she had to cheat. The thing is, why is Asuka so important that she can get the free pass while everybody else can get buried? It's bullshit. It's bullshit to me. Asuka should be where Shinsuke Nakamura and Bobby Roode are, on the verge of being ruined. I don't care how much people love Asuka. One guy, I commented on the Women's Survivor Series match. Like, there was someone had it up on YouTube, right? Someone had it up on YouTube, right? And I watched the match because I didn't really watch a lot of Survivor Series, so I wanted to see that match in general. And then I put in the comment section saying, why not have Asuka do what AJ Lee did versus everyone on the roster at a WrestleMania? Then we'll see how good Asuka is. And a guy put in the comment section saying, I'm overreacting. How am I overreacting? I'm being serious. She always says, nobody is ready for Asuka. Yeah, well, Asuka will not, well, when the time comes, Asuka will not be ready for the book. Nobody is ready for Asuka. Well, I reckon the booking, the creative writing team is ready for Asuka, because eventually they will ruin you. And I hope they do that soon. Because I'm really tired of Asuka. I'm tired of Asuka. I'm so sick and tired of talking about her. She's just a bug that won't go away. People think, it's good to see NXT talents get treated properly. Yeah, it's okay for them to, it's okay for Asuka to be treated properly. But when people like Shinsuke Nakamura and Bobby Roode, and the problem is, Shinsuke Nakamura's first loss was to Jinder Mahal! That's who his first loss was to. How can you be more acceptive than that? Finn Balor should not be buried. He should be a mid-card guy. I don't want him becoming an enhancement talent. I don't want him becoming a jobber. I want him to become an Intercontinental Champion. I want him to at least win titles. Or even send him over to SmackDown and have him do something there. It's a joke, man. It's an absolute joke. Anyway, I'm going to move on from this subject. And I'm going to talk about the Animal, Batista. There's been talks of, Batista has been in talks with WWE and wanting to come back. And the shocking thing is here that Batista wants to come back to a full-time schedule. He wants to come back, work house shows, work casually, wrestle every single week. He doesn't want it to be a one-off. He doesn't want a cheap pop. He wants to come back and become a full-time wrestler. And he also wants to be in a program with Triple H. Okay. I like Batista. I do. I thought Batista was a really good big dude back in the day. Back when SmackDown was actually good. And I'm a real big fan of Batista. You know, his matches. You know, he's had some great matches. Batista with the Undertaker at WrestleMania one year. He's had some good matches with Randy Orton and John Cena and Triple H. Who else has he had good matches with? He was in the. I think he was in the first Punjabi prison. No, that's the second. Yeah, it was the second Punjabi prison. But Batista was in the Punjabi prison with Great Khali. So, but you get my point. I believe Batista's a very, very good talent, and I think he was a good wrestler. And I think WWE really, you know, killed his spirit. Was really killing his spirit because, you know, Batista loved WWE, and I believe there was an instance where, what year was it? Was it 2008 or 2009? It was a pay-per-view called Cyber Sunday, I think, or Taboo Tuesday. I can't remember which one it was. But he was versing Chris Jericho. I know he was versing Chris Jericho, but I can't remember what pay-per-view it was. Vince McMahon got mad at them for having blood in their match, and I think Triple H fined them a lot of money. And Batista said that really killed his spirit for WWE. Vince McMahon really killed his spirit because Batista wanted to have fun with Chris Jericho when they had their match. I think it was Taboo Tuesday. I can't remember which one it was. You guys let me know down below which one it was, what pay-per-view it was, if you remember. I might research it later. But and also he's had an incident with John Cena where at Over the Limit when he AA'd him off the car and when he really broke his back. You know, John Cena didn't say anything to Batista. He didn't say sorry to him or anything when he first left. And Batista's second run wasn't all that impressive either. You know, the fans, you know, came back and booed him. Because I'm going to be honest with you. Though. The only reason why fans booed Batista is because WWE knew what they wanted to do with Batista. So it's not technically Batista's fault. It wasn't Batista's fault. It was WWE. They wanted to push Batista to come back to the Royal Rumble, win the Royal Rumble, and in main event WrestleMania, because Batista wanted to become another one of those I think they wanted Batista to become another one of those part-time dudes. And I want to tell you guys something. Batista wasn't really much of a part-timer anyway when he came back in 2014. You know, he wrestled casually on Raw, he wrestled casually on SmackDown. Alberto Del Rio, he had a match with Alberto at Elimination Chamber, I think it was. Yeah, it was that pay-per-view. Yeah, it was that. I remember that one. So, yeah, Batista has occasionally wrestled. When he came back in 2014. Would I like to see Batista back? Of course. Of course I'd like to see Batista come back. I feel like Batista would be a nice little. It would be nice for Monday Night Raw or SmackDown Live. I feel. I'm not sure what brand should have him. I would probably only say Raw because I probably wouldn't say Raw because Roman Reigns is pretty much going to be Raw. And the Shield is technically going to break up soon. And they're going to be heading into the singles division. Finn Balor's dropping into the mid-card. So I probably would say SmackDown. I wouldn't mind seeing Batista on Raw. You know, maybe versing people like Braun Strowman, Brock Lesnar, Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, Finn Balor and all them. And then maybe you can have him on SmackDown, having him versus Shinsuke and Bobby Roode, AJ Styles, you know. You know, there's a lot of good possibility matches for him. Even Samoa Joe. There's even possible, there's a lot of possible matches for Batista. You can even have him renew his rivalry with John Cena. But Batista has a lot of people that he can face. A lot of people. So that's my thoughts on that. I would definitely like to see Batista back. If WWE can get Batista back earlier, I would, as early as they can. I could definitely see Batista. I could definitely see them putting Batista up against Brock Lesnar at the Royal Rumble. I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that at all. I wouldn't. Because, you know, they don't want Finn Balor. They don't want Finn Balor, so they need to have somebody. They could have Seth Rollins or Dean Ambrose do it. Who knows? But anyway, guys, that has been my news reports video. Those are the two subjects I wanted to talk about. Finn Balor being buried and Batista making his return to WWE. Let me know down below what you think of these stories. And I will see you all on Sunday for Dragon Ball Super review. I'll make sure I do it this time, and I hope I'll have more energy in me to talk about it. Well, I will have more energy to talk to you guys about it this week, like last week, because War Games wore me out. War Games wore me out that week. So hopefully I'll be able to remember to get it out. Hopefully I will get it out, and hopefully I'll just get it out. All right. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all later, guys.